From the ground up, from dust to stars, chasing goals, chasing who you are. Every challenge, every fall, it's what it takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are real. What it takes is the fire you feel. Keep pushing on, no time for breaks. That's what it really takes. No shortcuts, no fake. Spit and grind for the dreams you make. And every story's got a mountain to climb. It's what it takes to stand the test of time. Dig deep, keep the fire alive. Success is built on the will to survive. No easy path, just a burning need. It's what it takes to truly succeed. It's the hustle, it's the pain, it's the sunshine through the rain. Every step, every break, that's what it really takes. From the ground up, from dust to stars, chasing goals, chasing who you are. Every challenge, every fall, it's what it takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are real. What it takes is the fire you feel. Keep pushing on, no time for breaks. That's what it really takes. What it takes. From the ground up, from dust to stars, chasing goals, chasing who you are. Every challenge, every fall, it's what it takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are real. What it takes is the fire you feel. Keep pushing on, no time for breaks. That's what it really takes. No shortcuts, no fake. Spit and grind for the dreams you make. And every story's got a mountain to climb. It's what it takes to stand the test of time. Dig deep, keep the fire alive. Success is built on the will to survive. No easy path, just a burning need. It's what it takes to truly succeed. It's the hustle, it's the pain, it's the sunshine through the rain. Every step, every break, that's what it really takes. From the ground up, from dust to stars, chasing goals, chasing who you are. Every challenge, every fall, it's what it takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are real. What it takes is the fire you feel. Keep pushing on, no time for breaks. That's what it really takes. What it takes. From the ground up, from dust to stars, chasing goals, chasing who you are. Every challenge, every fall, it's what it takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are real. What it takes is the fire you feel. Keep pushing on, no time for breaks. That's what it really takes. No shortcuts, no fake. Spit and grind for the dreams you make. And every story's got a mountain to climb. It's what it takes to stand the test of time. Dig deep, keep the fire alive. Success is built on the will to survive. No easy path, just a burning need. It's what it takes to truly succeed. It's the hustle, it's the pain, it's the sunshine through the rain. Every step, every break, that's what it really takes.
It's almost time, guys. It's almost time. You have not done so yet. Go ahead and like, subscribe, share with somebody else. What it really takes podcast is getting ready to start in just a moment. Guys, let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what's happening. I know it's time. Let's get ready. Get ready. Glad to see you guys coming in. Make sure you share. If somebody like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. We're about to get ready to get launching into What It Really Takes podcast. So I hope you're ready. Oh, we're definitely here. Let's see. Make sure we here. Oh, we here. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Come on. What you think, podcast? We're here. We're overcome the odds, and we are here. We are present. We are here. Y'all, I'm excited. Let's get ready to get going. Let's get going into the podcast. Listen, if you have not done so yet or already, go ahead and do me a favor. Like, comment, and share. Tell us where you're watching from. We are here getting ready to dive in deep into some things. What you think podcast is just that. What you think? What it really takes. What it really takes. Let's go here, y'all. What it really takes. We're here. We are here, y'all. All right, let's turn this off. We here, y'all. We are present over here at Podcast Central. Y'all, I'm glad to be here. So let's get ready. We're gonna dive in. If you have not done it, you gotta do me a favor. If you new here, just visiting, eavesdropping, whatever you're doing, however you're doing it, listen. Go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. You don't want to miss what's actually getting ready to happen here. Please share with somebody, tag somebody, and do whatever you got to do. Get the word out. What it really takes. Podcast is on. It's on. I know it's late. I know. You probably seen some clips. You've probably seen videos of different things. You're like, that's not the clothes he was wearing. That's because currently at the very moment, this is live. This is me and you, conversation getting ready to be had. All right, guys. So please do me a favor. Go like, comment, share, do all the subscription. Tell your friends, tell your mother, tell your father. Wake them up. Listen, somebody's watching the game. They can do two things at once. Listen, let's do something tonight big. So listen, I just want to introduce myself. I am your host, John Gettis Jr. Here on the podcast, What It Really Takes podcast. Woo! This is gonna be one. This is gonna be one for the books. All right. So it's gonna be the one. This is the first one. It ain't the last one. It's just the beginning of something special. So, like I said, we're gonna get ready to get into it. So, today, we're gonna look into a few things. What it really takes, success, mindsets, thinking patterns, myself. What it really takes for you to get to places like this. Many people know me. Some people know me. Some of you don't know me. I would say the biggest thing about myself is I probably got big ideas, a whole lot of ideas, but I procrastinate on many. Do a lot of things, start something, and then cut out. Yeah, I don't know if I'm the only one. That guess what? Start something, and you're like, oh man, that was good, but it was exhausting just to get to that point. It was exhausting just to get to that season. Yeah, let me take a rain check on that. No, I want to just let you know. Listen, this ain't that. This is here for a long time to be rocking with you guys. So listen, we're gonna talk about some things. We're gonna go into intriguing minds with other people outside of myself, talking to them what it really takes, where they need to go, what they did to get to where they are today. And today I'm just going to talk about a few things that guess what it took me to get to this point, to get past fear, anxiety, get past what they're going to think, what they going to conjure up, whatever. Just those thoughts that run through your head, those actual motions that need to be in stride and be in place, those things that we fight against, those things that we deal with in order to get there. But I'm just talking about myself. So this is the first episode, And this first episode is really going to be entitled The Ingredients of Success. The Ingredients of Success. So, like I said, I am your host. We're going to explore minds, tools, tactics, ways to achieve these goals in the most realist of ways, the best ways to do it. And listen, even as you're watching, even as you're listening, you'll probably hear other people give you other little tools and little tactics to be able to win and overcome and get out of your self, outside of your mind, and get to a better place or get to a greater place. All right. So let's do it. We here, right? We present because tonight is what it is. We gonna get started. So let's go. You already know. I'm John. I'm your friend. I'm your bro. I'm not whatever you want me to be. I'm not that. I am. Listen, choose wisely what you want me to be, and I will solicit it, or I will check it off, or say, nah, that's not gonna happen. All right, cool. All right, I'm not just anything or everything you want me to be. I'm sorry, I'm not that. Tonight, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I want to talk about the power of discipline. The power of discipline. Discipline is very, 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 very much so needed in order for you to get to success or get to the place to unlock a door. It's discipline. It's not just knowing a thing, not just having the tools, not just having the lights, not just having the technology, not just having the words, not just having the skills, not just having the ability, oh, I have experience or I've been through this, but it takes more for you to actually get to these levels. You have to have discipline. I remember in my walk and in my journey, I would think that if I was motivated, if motivation would come, then yeah, I'll be good. I gotta be motivated to go out and cut the grass. I gotta be motivated to go and cook. I gotta be motivated to go and do this. Listen, what's gonna get me up to go and do it? What's going? It's like, oh, here you go. Here's the red apple. Here's the cookie in the cookie jar. Listen, go do this, and I'll give you that. You go do this, and I'll get you that. What happens? This is the question that I had to deal with. What happens when what you are wanting or what you are desiring doesn't yield something in the moment that you are requesting it when you do it? What happens then? You're then gonna not be motivated the next time around because you're just like, man, that took too long. This took too long. But you gotta understand, motivation is only one part. You gotta have focus. You gotta have drive. You gotta have a vision. You got to have a purpose. You got to have something behind what you're doing in order to see some success. Discipline is a key component for success. Being disciplined in all areas of your life. That's not just discipline in who you are. That's discipline in the things that you allow to be attached to you too. That's to the things, I guess, what you allow to get. I'm disciplined. I'll be disciplined of who I allow to just call me, or who I allow to get close to me, who I allow to say things to me, or get into my ear gates, or get into my. It took discipline. Sometimes it used to be. I say used to be. I'm telling you the truth. It used to be. You want to befriend everybody, man? Get out of here. Befriend for what? Nah, I'm not gonna befriend everybody because it then takes more for that. If you're gonna be a good friend, it takes discipline. It takes discipline to actually check in on a friend. I don't want to be just a regular friend. I want to be a good friend, and a good friend checks in on somebody. So you have to be disciplined, understand your capacity for what's next. You have to be able to be disciplined to understand the capacity, what really is going to take. What out of me will it take to get to that next level? What out of me will it take? What will I have to let go of? What will I have to do more of? What will I have to push past? What mindset? What thoughts? These things have to play in our minds in order for us to get to the next level, the next place, the next plateau. We have to start to dig deep into the thoughts and into the minds of what it really, 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 really takes. What does it really take to become a millionaire? What does it really, really take to become a business owner? What does it really take to become a Fortune 500? What does it really, really take to be a successful podcast host? What does it really, really take to be somebody that, guess what, has a good family, a good aura, has a good understanding? What does it really take to be a good student? What does it really take? These are the questions that you have to ask. You have to ask these questions to the point, not for other people. Yeah, inquiring minds want to know. No, the question is, what does it really take for you? Because everybody's element and everybody's practice, everybody's thoughts, everybody's everything is different. It's totally different. I'll tell you again, it's totally different. What it would take for me to run down the street than it would be for you to run down the street. Now, listen, it got to be something worthwhile for me to run down the street. It got to be something. Some people, they don't mind running. Oh, some people, they don't mind going to the gym. Some people, not me. Listen, not me. That's not me. I'm not the gym rat. I'm not the person that wakes up out the sleep. Give me the protein shake. Give me the banana. Give me the, nope, not me. That's not me. Give me good food. Yes, sir. Give me something that's worth my while. Yep. Listen, I'll get up. I'll do it. But listen, to be driven by that, I'm not even motivated by a prototype or a body that I see or anything. Nope, not for me. Not for me. Somebody else, they may be like, man, did you see how much he picked up? Did you see how much he lifted? Did you see what they did? Did you see how fast they ran? Did you see what they did with their business? Did you see what they did with their? Oh yeah, man, that's what's up. That's what's up. You're motivated by the things that you see. You're motivated by the shiny apple. You're motivated by people. You're motivated by things. But this is the thing that we have to dig deeper into, is what really it really takes on the inside for you to get to that place. Motivation is just one facet of it. We could be motivated today and not motivated tomorrow. Discipline does not move by motivation. My discipline does not move by my motivation. I don't care, because you could put your motivation on the shelf when you have determination. I would shift from motivation to determination, because determination at the end of the day will win, because guess what? It's not subject to my feelings. It's not subject to my emotions. It's not subject to any of those things. It's subject to having that drive, having the vision, having the thought that, guess what? I know what the end result's supposed to be. I know what's next. I know what purpose is. I know what it's supposed to do for my house. I know what it's supposed to do for my family. I know what it's supposed to do for my him. So I'm determined, even though we may fail, even though we may not achieve it, even though we may not meet the goal, even though we may have missed something. Listen, oh, cool. A-okay. A-okay. I'm perfectly fine with that. Why am I perfectly fine? Because at the end of the day, I still have a determination to see it happen. But if we don't have a determination to see something happen for ourselves or for another individual, it will never come through. It would never come to pass. I would tell you 100%. Listen, the only reason that we are even sitting here right now live today to sit here and have a conversation with you and want to talk to you, that's because guess what? There was something that happened with the recording that happened on Thursday or that happened at the beginning of the week, last week, whatever. Yep, it did. I was praying, man. Guess what? It went over into the stream, and I was like, oh, listen, all right, let's make it happen then. Let's make it happen live. Let's do this. Because I couldn't let none of that stop me. I couldn't get frustrated. I said, oh, there's another route. There's another way. There's another determination. Because I knew that, guess what, if I could get past this moment, the moment right now, this current moment that is a living a switch for me right now, that guess what, you could push past tiredness, you can push past all disappointments, you can push past how long crazy your day was, and say, hey, listen, let's go drive this ship. This is what purpose is. Purpose is and discipline is that, guess what, we can't go to bed before this is done. Oh, Oh, but in the mind, I'll tell you how the mind play. Cause see, I'll tell you because you may not tell me, but I'm gonna tell you how the mind plays. The mind plays that guess what? It may not happen. The mind plays that guess what? This may be impossible. No, ain't nobody gonna watch. Ain't nobody gonna be there. So what are you doing the live for? What are you doing? Because I told myself to guess what? This has to go out today. I told myself to guess what? We got to accomplish something today. So discipline said to guess what? Oh yeah, I could have went and kicked off my shoes, went and grabbed something to eat. I could have went downstairs. I could have went and played. I could have went and wrote a book. I could have went and read an encyclopedia. I could have did a whole lot of things. I could have chose to do a whole lot of things. But guess what? Discipline said that guess what? No, we got something else to do. See, because discipline also yields something to you. When you have discipline, you also have something. You don't believe me. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how I know that guess what? Discipline gives you something, because a lot of people have to be disciplined with your money, have to be disciplined with your children, but at the end of the day, it's going to yield good children. It's going to yield another benefit for the house. It's going to yield something for your neighbor. It's going to yield something for your mind. You got to have a determination, have to have discipline that goes along with it outside of motivation. Motivation is here today, gone tomorrow. Some of you may have had motivation before a few minutes ago. Supposed to been folding the clothes, supposed to been washing the dishes, and everything else is happening. Now I was motivated when I was walking home. I said, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna get in the bed, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Do y'all know that I'm gonna do don't work sometimes? If I'm gonna do work a whole lot, oh man, my God, we'll be in trouble. The world will be in trouble because everybody will be doing. Because they understand the emphasis on doing something. Like, man, I'm going to do. But how many people have said, I'm going to do something and don't do it? Y'all don't want to talk about the people that guess what still owe you money. Oh, you don't want to talk about the people that guess what still owe you a favor. You don't want to talk about the people that still supposed to be showing up, but guess what? Oh, I got you. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it for real. Listen, they had no thought, and they're motivated. Listen, you give this to me, I'll do this for you. Listen, I'll always be there for you. Yeah, you're lying through your teeth. Listen, you ain't gonna be there for me when I really, really need you, because guess what? That's just a motivation. It's something to satisfy. I'm not motivated by what you say. So people can give all the big swelling words they want to me. I love you. I had to graduate, had to grow up. And when you grow up to a place, and guess what? Yep. Oh, you did excellent. You did wonderful. You did a great job. Listen, I got to. Y'all know where that I got to. Yep. Listen, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I got it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna stay the course. I'm gonna stay disciplined. I'm gonna be diligent in this field, in this vineyard, and I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. You have to be more than that. Let me share something else with you about discipline. Discipline is built on habits. You got to build a habit. If you have no habit, yeah, I know we got habits, but is they good habits? Discipline, in order to break the other habits, you got to have discipline. In order to get to the next level, you got to build habits. Habits of waking up in the morning and praying. Oh, well, I'm not used to doing that. Well, if you're not used to it, you got to do something different in order to get something better. You got to change the habit. The habits don't change if you don't have discipline to change them. Oh, we want change because we said we want change. Lord, change. Yep, I know. Change me, oh God. Yes, yep. Keep requesting. But if you don't do something, I promise you won't get it. So I listen. I know. You like, really, John? Yep, really. Listen, faith without works is dead. I know. You're like, this is not. I thought this was not that type of podcast. Listen, you're gonna get a little bit of him over here. You're gonna get a little bit of him. So listen, if you're not okay with that, listen, it's okay. It's okay. But listen, you're gonna get a little bit of him over here for sure. Maybe a whole lot of him, okay? Because at the end of the day, in order to break bad habits, you got to get another habit in place. All right, let me help you. Get another habit in place that then supersedes the habit that you had. All right. That's what it really takes. How do I break the place of disappointment? You stop depending on everybody and everything and put your sole trust into the one that can do all things but fail. Oh, well, that's easy said than done, John. Yeah, it is. But when you start trusting him and believing him, guess what? He gonna do everything that he promised that he gonna do. Because I can stand on his word. And guess what? His word is true. His word is true. Who are you talking about, John? I know some people are like, listen, this is a podcast that I really don't understand. Listen, when I say he, and I'm not talking about this guy here. I'm not talking about your neighborhood milkman, a paperboy. I'm not talking about none of them. I'm talking about Jesus himself, okay? Hey, listen, if you trust him, you believe him, I promise you he'll come through. You got to build up habits that, guess what, causes him to want to do something more for you. I'm determined because he promised me. I'm determined because he predestined me. I'm determined because guess what? I'm disciplined. It's the power of discipline that yields something bigger than your motivation could. Your motivation only builds satisfaction for the moment because I was motivated and I got it done. But does that really achieve the goal that is set? Because you have to be consistent in order to see the real goal, to really see the really fruits of the labor. You have to be what? Diligent. You have to seek. You have to keep finding. You got to keep doing your very best. Oh, let's go to the next one. This next one's good. I like the next one. I do like the next one. Listen, the next one. Let's go here. Oh, you got to embrace resilience. What? Yeah, resilience. Resilience. Life's gonna throw you challenges. They're gonna throw you curveballs. They're gonna throw you problems. They're gonna throw you circumstances. They're gonna throw you tears. They're gonna throw you disappointments. But you got to embrace being resilient. Oh, they always tell me I'm being strong. Oh, God, be strong. I commend you. Do you know what this really feel like? Can you shut up? Something I'll say it for you if you don't want to say it. Can you please shut up? Being resilient. You say you so strong. You so nice. You so this. You so that. You don't know what it took for me to get here. So stop saying that. Listen, Listen, sometimes it's you feel like it's more of a curse than a blessing. Listen, oh man, you made it through. Listen, you don't know how many times I was questioning, what do I do? You were questioning, where should I go? Who should I turn to? What should I do? But resilience say that, guess what? Even though I felt as though I have displeased or I have failed myself, I failed everything else that's going on around about me, guess what? Oh, I'm going to get back up again. I'm going to go try again tomorrow because I have what? Discipline. You had the first thing first. You had discipline. So if you have the power of discipline, you then build up to embrace the thing called resilience. Resilience is something that, guess what, comes with the measures of discipline, because I understand I can't jeopardize anything else that comes along with me. So what am I going to do? I'm going to be resilient because I am disciplined. Discipline comes with the resilience, but if you don't have discipline, guess what? Resilience stands no chance because you don't know the course of action to take to get to the goal. You don't know the course of action. You don't know the plan. You don't know the vision. You don't know how to get to the business. You don't know how to get to the $1 million. You don't know how to get to the 1 million views. You don't know how to make sure a healthy relationship. You don't know how to make your children smile. You don't know how to have a healthy mind because you don't have a game plan to say that, guess what? I won't let this jeopardize it. I won't let this make me lose my mind. I won't let this stress me out. I won't let this, because you have no plan. You have no vision. You have no thought in hoping that, guess what? Something gonna happen over here. Something gonna happen. You got to embrace resilience, but you can't embrace resilience. Excuse me. You can't embrace resilience without having discipline. Because you gotta have a plan. You gotta have a plan in order to embrace this. In order to see success, there's got to be a plan there. But many times nobody wants to plan. Oh, we get frustrated at that point of planning session. I promise you, you'll lose more friends. You have a whole lot of people upset with you when you have a plan. Well, this is what I think we should do. Who told you to think? That's the question they want to ask. I know you may not. Who told you to think for me? Who told you that? Guess what? I wanted you to think that. Guess what? This is how I wanted to be better. Who told you to open your mouth and say that? Guess what? Listen now. Now they feel like they gotta be obligated. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Listen, in the Bible it says. Guess what? If two don't agree, listen, they shouldn't walk together. So listen. Oh, cool. Let them identify. Listen, it's okay. Sometimes it's okay to release the idea. Release the idea and see what they say. And once they say the wrong thing, well, listen, great to meet you. Nice to have you. Listen, we won't have this conversation again. I promise you. Why do I say that? Because guess what? I have something I know that's in store for me. You just don't understand it because you didn't get to see it, and you still don't understand it at this moment. I'm going to embrace resilience. I know that one hurt because I came to somebody that I trusted. All right. Y'all don't want to talk to me. That's okay though. Listen, sometimes you go to the people that guess what you trust, you endear, and guess what? They can't see it. They don't believe it. They got every obstacle in the way. They got every thought in the way. Listen, why don't you just chill out just for a little while? Why don't you just hold on just for a little while? Why don't you just go back to the drawing board a little while? How about you go back to sleep? How about you go dream again? How about you go ask somebody else that guess what? Maybe I don't think that's your thing. I don't know about that. I don't know. Shut up. Y'all, I already told you. I already warned you once. I already warned you twice. Listen, I'm going to tell you, listen, if you can get over your thoughts and their thoughts, listen, you gonna win. You're going to win. You're going to win every time. You're going to win every time. I promise you. Because you can, yep, we good. We straight over here. Just shut your mouth. Listen, sometimes, I do slip up sometimes. I do. Some people told me in the conversation. And after a while, listen, and you keep going negative. I do say it. I do. I'll tell you clearly I do. And it's not intentional. It's just, hey, shut up. Please, please. Shut up, because in the Bible it says that guess what? Life and death and life is in the power of the tongue. Not life, it's first death. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. So shut up, please shut up. Now I don't need you stirring up nothing over here, saying nothing over here that's gonna mess nothing up. Just shut up sometime and be resilient, be disciplined, and keep working. Keep working the vision, keep working it, and know exactly what needs to happen. Resilience. Yeah. Resilience. You have to remember that when you're facing the points of in everything, it seems as though it's going wrong. All plans, it is tempting to give up. It is like uno number one that I should now give up and give in. I listen. You tell me tomorrow it's gonna be worse than today. I'm out. Tell me tomorrow. Listen, tell me right now that guess what? They gonna get on my lap. Tell me right now. I promise you. Y'all know what it is when we be like, you got one more time. And they got this new word out here now. I'ma crash out. Crash out. Where we crashing out to? Where we going? Crashing out? No, don't crash out. Just go back and let God and say, hey, show me again what you told me. Tell me again what you told me. Because at the end of the day, if he showed me or he tell me, oh, that's it. All right. Now, and I go back again to my favorite quote. Shut up. That's not what he said. That's not what he said. That's not what he want. That's not what he promised. So yeah, you shut up. You shut up. Go sit in the corner. Go take a time out. Better yet, I'll mute you on every plateau, on Instagram, on Facebook, on my phone. I promise you won't get through. I promise you it will go straight to the answer machine. I promise you that guess what? The text message, it will be said as unread. I promise you it will be just like that. Just that easy. Listen, because we control now everything that goes on into the natures, into the ear gates of our ears, everything that happens. Listen, we do it. We got the control. Listen, do your best work. And sometimes you got to understand doing your best work is not surrounded by everybody. Yep, you don't like me. That's okay. You don't like me. Listen, this podcast is trying to help you be a better you by being able to now fight against those odds and those things that now come against your mental and your thought. It takes a stronger thinking and a strategy and a way to win in order to get to that place of overcoming. All right, I got one more for you, and we're gonna get up out of here. All right, let's do it. 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 What do you think this last one is? How about this? You gotta find clarity. Clarity. You gotta be able to see it clear. You gotta understand the clarity of what's going to happen, what the effect's going to be when you get there. I don't believe he will make you a business owner, have businesses birthing out of you left and right, ideas coming out of you if they had no fruit behind them. Fruit comes with what he does, all right? You gotta be able to see clearly that, guess what? This is supposed to work. Not just that it's supposed to work, that it's going to work. The clarity has got to be clear when you understand the instructions and the vision. You have to understand that, guess what? Okay, a percentage of it's for me, but there's another percentage that's for them. There's another percentage that's for you. It's more to it. It's more to it, but you have to have clarity to it so that way you can continue to stand. You have to understand it first. You have to have it embedded into you first, so that way you can now be able to get to that place. And when things get rough and when things get tough and you done failed once, you done blew the money once, you done messed the house up once, you done messed up and said the wrong thing, feel as though you can't reconcile something that's supposed to be brought to you or supposed to be good for you. You have to know something. You have to know that, guess what? It's clearly supposed to be this way. You have to know clearly that it's not over. You have to know clearly that the victory belongs to you. You have to know clearly that, guess what? It's more work. I've cried about it. I've been introduced to a lot of things, but I don't want to work hard and have no vision of what the completion looks like. I don't want to drive to success and I have no picture of what success looks like. This is the thing. Business plans, proposals, all that stuff, they ask you, what is the end result going to look like? They want to know how many families you're going to be able to feed. You said you got a store. How's it going to help the community? How many businesses like this are in your area? If you don't know these things, if you don't know what the research is, you don't know how far things are, you don't know, is this unique? Is this different? If you don't know what the effect's going to be, you're not ready for the manifestation of a thing. And that's on anything. If you don't know what the effects of you joining together with people, going to visit, if you don't know what the effects, what is going to happen, what's going to manifest itself when this is introduced and this is now brought to light and this has now been brought to success and for mission, listen, you're not ready. You're not ready for it because you don't even know what the end result supposed to be. You don't know when you have made it. You don't know when you have arrived. You don't know when you're not ready. Write the vision. Make it simple. You got to find clarity. You have to know when it's getting off course. But if you don't know when it's getting off course, when the relationship is getting off course, when the mind is getting off course, when your heart is getting off course, when your joy is getting off course, when you don't know those things, when you don't know that because you don't know definitively what your joy is supposed to look like, what your peace is supposed to look like, what your business is supposed to look like, where it's supposed to be in the next 3 months, where is it supposed to be in the next 1 month, where is it supposed to be, where's the children supposed to be, where's the kid, where it's our responsibility to know with clarity what it's supposed to look like. When it does not look like what it's supposed to look like, then you then do something what they say is a course correction. Let's correct this course. Let's draw it in. We may not be able to move. We may not be able to pass. Maybe we need to figure out what's what here, because guess what? This ain't it. If you cannot identify in your life right now, in the moment, whatever you are in the process of doing, if you can't identify whether or not this is it or this isn't it, you need more clarity. You need to find clarity. You need to search for clarity. All right, remind me. Let's go back to the blueprint. There's many of times when builders are building buildings and they're building houses and they're building cars and they're building the layouts for softwares and they're building, and sometimes they get to a place in the process and they're like, man, what goes next? I thought I remembered it in all my head, in all my mind. I thought I remembered how that's really supposed to go. I thought I remember this, but this don't seem right. What do? They then let's go back to the blueprint. Let's go back and sit in the table. Let's have a discussion. Maybe we didn't calculate that right. Maybe we didn't do this right. Maybe that's not supposed to go there. Maybe we put too much. Maybe we put too much emphasis on here and we forgot this. That's why that failed. That's why that fell down. Listen, you have to have clarity before you continue to build. You have to have clarity in order before you get ready to drive the ship, in order before you get to this place or get to the next place. You have to have clarity. I want to talk to the person that, guess what, built this thing. I want to talk to the one that, guess what, said, I know exactly how it's supposed to be. I promise you. That's when I go, y'all know this. There's places that you get to make your sandwiches, make your food and stuff, and they make it right in your face. And you be like, listen, all right, I want you to put the lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, onions, beef, balsamic vinaigrette, whatever, everything, right? But y'all know how it is. Y'all different. We all different. Listen. There's a certain order I want that lettuce to go. Please don't put my meat at the bottom before you put the lettuce. No, put the lettuce at the bottom. You're right, there you go. But please don't put the sour cream on before you put everything else on. Don't do it to me. Don't mess me up. I need it to be a certain way. I'll shake it up the rest of the way. Listen, it's certain order. You know how things you want it. You know when it comes down to your food, how you want it. You know about certain things in your house, how you want it to sit. You know about that, but you don't know about your dreams and your ambitions. You don't know about those things. There's no clarity there. There's no understanding. And you need to find clarity about tomorrow. Oh, I know. We got people in here that are Bible scholars, and they say, guess what? He said, don't worry about tomorrow, but he told you to write a vision. He told us, don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will work out itself. John, shoot. I don't want to think about tomorrow. You better think about tomorrow, because your tomorrow will soon enough be your today. Because if you don't have a vision, a plan to look at, to know where it's supposed to be, what it's supposed to look like, you'll never see the manifestation of something that, guess what, you've been hoping and praying for. It's the truth. It is the very much true. You got to find clarity in order to see something. You have to know what it's supposed to look like. If you don't know what it's supposed to look like, how will you know that it's finished? How will you know that we have arrived to a place that all we got to do is coast? We've arrived at a place that, guess what? It's time to start another business. How do we know that we've arrived to a place that, guess what, now anything's possible? Because there's going to be a time that guess what? You're going to get to that level. You're going to get to that place that guess what? You said denied. I don't know the last time I was denied. You lying to me. And you gonna have because you built into a place called confidence. When you get to that place of confidence and you get to that place of freedom and you get to that place of nah, then you stop accepting whatever they said. You stop accepting things at your mind because I've been here before. This sounds familiar. This looks familiar. But I know that if I stick to with discipline, replacing those bad habits with good habits, if I go to this place, and guess what? Even if I fail, that I get back up again. If I go back to this place, I understand that guess what? Everything has to work itself out. I don't know. Listen, it's true. Well, no. I do hate. There's so many. Y'all gotta forgive me. There's so many things, verses and quotes and stuff that we make up that I do not like. I don't know when he gonna come. He may not come when you want him, but always on time. Yes. But guess what? Guess what? The only reason he won't come because you ain't got enough faith and you don't believe him enough. Because he can come right now if you want him to. He can make that business plan become a reality before tomorrow. He can make your house be in order by tomorrow. He can make the lights come on. He can make the bill collector say cancel. He can make the debt go away. He can do whatever he want to do. But you got to have something that he can work off and do something with in order for it to happen. See, you got to understand, I'm crazy. I believe crazy. I believe to a place that guess what? So a man thinking, so is he. I believe that guess what? You can have whatever you wish, whatever you request, whatever you ask for, when you ask for it, open-ended, closed-ended, and guess what? It has no other choice but to what? Happen. That's what I believe. I'm sorry. All right, listen. You got to get that at place. When you get to that place, it's crazy. It's crazy. Why is it crazy? Because at the end of the day, that's what it really takes. It really takes a mind to see something happen right now. There are so many things that you could take away today and do something with right now. You should be already thinking about, what am I going to do different tomorrow? What habit has not been working? What habit should I be inputting right now? Am I following the game plan? And what am I doing? What should I do different? How can I get away from having a poor level of joy? How can I get away from a place of feeling guilty? How can I you got to do something different. You got to get away from certain things. How do I get to the place of feeling as though that I can be successful? That I can be an overcomer, that I can conquer. How can I get? How? You got to change your habit. There's a habit in place that you have to identify. Your husband, your wife, your sister, your brother, your mother, your father, your best friend, your not so best friend sometimes. Listen, they can't give you what habit needs to be replaced, because if they do, I promise you're gonna be mad at them when they tell you. And guess what? You got an issue. What you mean? I got an issue. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Listen, I'm out. Peace out. Listen. Good night. Listen. I'll call you tomorrow. Yep. Why? Because guess what? Most of the time, guess what? You can't handle what your bad habit is. You can't handle it. You can't handle the truth behind it. You don't want the truth. No, I want nothing but the truth. So help me God. Yeah, you do. Okay, we're going to see. The first time you go to try to bite my head off, man, I'm going to say, all right, case closed. Book closed. Everybody, meeting adjourned. We out of here. Because you don't want it. You got to understand, you got to center yourself around people that don't mind not criticizing, but helping you getting to that place. It's cool. It's cool. I'm going to be around the people that guess what, going to help me be a better person for myself. And I promise you, I'm not this young without understanding everybody's not for you. Everybody's not for your vision. Everybody's not for your dream. and everybody can't handle your broken places, and everybody can't handle where you're trying to go, even while you're trying to build something while you're in the middle of a broken place. Oh, they can't, will not. I promise you. But there is something on the other side, and it's called your heart, your mind, your soul. And guess what? It gets better after this, but you got to know what it really takes. Guys, I'm excited. Guess what? We've made it. We've made it. We've made it through episode number 1. Episode number 1 has been a hit. We're here. I'm glad that you guys came. I hope that you have subscribed. If you are first time coming through here, this is probably your first time. If you didn't subscribe before tonight, listen, subscribe now, because there are so many more things getting ready to happen, and you don't want to miss it. It's going to be mind-blowing. I'm excited because guess what? I get to sit down with many of my friends, people that I know, and just have this conversation. We're going to talk it out about what it really takes. And I'm hoping that, guess what, at the end of the day, it helps you get to a better place. And even if you got questions, you want to see something, you want to know something, you want to see somebody on the podcast or vice versa, listen, go ahead. Let me know in the comments. Don't flood my inbox. Hit me in the comment, whatever. And I promise you, we're going to do our best. I'm going to tell you right now, listen, I can't wait. In a few weeks, I got a surprise guest that's going to come and sit with me. Some of you may know, may not know her, what have you, but I can't. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. So continue to be on the lookout. Things are getting ready to happen, but I want you to know that, guess what? Next podcast, we'll be talking about shifting the mind. Shifting the mind is going to be great time. So I can't wait for you guys to come and join us again. If you enjoyed this, make sure you share with somebody else that, hey, listen, What You Think podcast was something crazy, something amazing. If it helped you, that's the only reason I want you to share it. If it didn't help you, listen, don't worry about it. Come try me again next week. Listen, if it didn't work this time, listen, the magic wasn't there, John. Cool, I'll listen. Listen, I'm cool. Listen, every episode ain't for you. Every episode may not work for you. That's cool. I'm all right with that. But listen, just do me a favor. Don't give up on me just yet. Because guess what? Big things are getting ready to happen. Guys, listen, again, I already done told you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you leave a review. Get ready to follow us. Make sure you don't miss nothing, because anything's possible over here, okay? But it won't be this late, I'm hoping, anymore. Just this time, all right? Guys, I see you. Mr. Spears, Sister Spears, I see you guys. Listen, thank you for commenting. Y'all's my family friends. I don't know anybody else, because guess what? Y'all didn't comment. It gives instructions. I get we so hard headed. I tell you, it says comment, tell us where you watching from, something you wanted a shout out and you didn't get one. So listen, maybe next week. Listen, I love you guys. You gotta take it easy and listen. You know what it is. It's another day over here. So yeah, we out. We getting out of here, guys. Much love.